Jenny here. I'm getting started on finishing up editing this vlog that's gonna go live tomorrow, the 19th of March. So I wanted to check in really quick before I share content. I've actually had filmed about a month of content already, so I don't want people thinking like, oh, you just uploading like nothing's going on, when in fact lots of craziness is going on. Here in the Midwest, we're really just getting hit with everything. So like I was saying, the girls' schools got shut down last Friday, and they had this Monday and Tuesday off anyways, so they started e-learning today. I mean, life is normal as usual for us at home, just because I'm trying to keep it chill and not stress out about it. My little one got really sick last Friday, and we ended up actually being in the hospital. I'll talk more about that later in weeks to come. It's just that I didn't film much just because we were focusing on trying to get her better. She actually ended up with like a rhinoenterovirus, so it was just like it impacted her lungs, so it's like a really bad flu. So we're in the hospital overnight, Friday, Saturday last week, and we're just trying to keep it very, very calm and chill at home so that she's feeling better. My oldest just started her e-learning stuff today. And yeah, I just wanted to keep creating content because it'll give me something to do. I'm still teaching online, so like I want to keep a schedule. So I'm still working for the university. We still have online classes. So I want to keep everything kind of like on a schedule for the kids. And I figure if people are going to be home, you're gonna want entertainment, things to do. YouTube's fun to watch and get your brain off of stuff. So we'll be working on what else do you have to do? Whatever else you want to do. If you want to read for 15 minutes, you can, and stuff like that. Like my little one they don't have e-learning for like the kindergarten first graders. She's feeling much better. She definitely scared us last week. Plus my oldest got a concussion. Last week was just the last 2 weeks was a hot mess for us, and then all this happened, so like, oh yeah. But yeah, so I'm trying to keep everything normal on schedule because I have to still do my classes. And what else? So freelance work, I finished up a couple of projects, so I don't have to worry about them. So I'm actually going to be concentrating on my classes for Skillshare, and working on my body of work, since I don't have a big freelance load in the next couple weeks, and I'm not sure if I will, considering what's going on. But yeah, so I just want to check in really quick, like slip this into the the first section of this first video that I'm launching this week, just so you guys know I'm aware of what's going on. Moms out there who are working and trying to take care of their kids, like, you guys got this, we got this. If there's anyone who can multitask and manage multiple things at once, it's working moms and working dads. It's just, we're gonna do it at a change of pace and in a different environment with the kids around. But yeah, so I'm just checking in, let you guys know I know what's up, I know what's going on. I don't want you guys just thinking that I'm like uploading with content. This was from about a month ago, and hopefully give you some content that will keep you entertained. I really wanted to share this video though, because I had a really great things I learned this week, with some really like motivating thoughts. So yeah, we'll get through this. I'll check in with you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to the studio vlog. So today, Tuesday, February 11th, a few days before Valentine's Day. Happy February. So it's the beginning of the week. I'm just trying to play catch up on stuff that I did not get a chance to finish last week. So today I'm finishing some stuff for the online school. Not too interesting. I have a new class starting in a few weeks, and I'm just prepping and loading modules and getting it ready to launch for like the preview week that the students usually get the week before. So it goes live at the end of the month. So I'm almost done. I'm just finishing up adding some modules, so that's what I've been doing most of this morning, along with phone calls for my girls for school and stuff. So I have one more call later on this afternoon, but I have about an hour to get through finishing prepping this class and then finishing the last portions of recording for my Skillshare class that's coming up. So I have to finish screen recording, exporting the files and prepping them for use in GoodNotes. I'm actually going to have this bit be a quick little tutorial over on YouTube. So it'll probably be, well, I want to say like, because I'm 2 weeks ahead for vlogs usually, so this vlog will be up in 2 weeks, and so the 2 weeks before is when you'll probably see that tutorial. So it's just interesting because a lot of like the forums that I follow, especially on like Facebook, the groups and things like that, when it comes to digital planning, one of the big questions always is like, how do we load these digital stickers to GoodNotes? And it's easier to like see rather than like just try to explain and type it out. So hopefully I'll be able to use this as something that I could share with those groups, just to make it easier, especially for people who are new to digital planning, and if they're not tech savvy, and if you have something visual to follow along with, I think it makes it easier. So it's going to be a tutorial that's going up this month over on YouTube for my channel. I also have to do some inking and color work for a sticker pack that I started illustrating last week. I think I'll show some clips of that. And then I think I'm going to have these also not just be digital stickers, but physical stickers for my Etsy shop. So I want to prep them and load them onto the Cricut design space and cut a few just so I can do some test runs to see what the colors look like, to make sure everything looks the way I want it to look. I have to do the voiceover for that Skillshare class. That shouldn't take too long, but once it's literally the screen recording of my like design process that takes the longest. And it's so funny because it's like something that looks like it's 2 minutes on the screen is like 40 minutes of me working, and also partly because I'll forget to turn the screen share off. But yeah, so that, and then I also have to finish getting a quote prep so that I could send it out. It's due on Wednesday, but I like to send things out a little early, so I'm going to try to get that out today. And then I should be caught up with the work that I didn't get to finish last week, and get caught up on the stuff that I wanted to have done through today, which is Tuesday. But yeah, so yesterday I didn't film very much. I think maybe I did some B-roll, but I was literally grading all day, and phone calls for my little one. It was a very like not interesting day to see visual wise, but I'll show you some of the work that I've been able to manage to get done. And that's it for today, so I'll take you along with me, show you what I'm working on, and I hope you find it interesting. What have I got to do today? Happy Thursday! Wow, that's not funny. Happy Thursday, guys! Welcome back to the studio vlog. Jen here, and it is another week in the freelance life. So we are mid-February. It is going smoothly. I'm a little behind this week. But I think that's really just in part of all the stuff that I had to deal with last week, just kind of feeding into this week. And so today I'm just trying to catch up really quick before I get started on a new project. I'm getting the studio, or this week I have a tutorial. I've been like switching on and off between a tutorial a week and then a studio blog a week. So this week I have a tutorial going up on how to create, well, not how to create them, but how to use digital stickers in GoodNotes, and also how to export them from Affinity Designer. It's a question that I see a lot in some of the forums that I am a part of, some of the creative groups, and people are reaching out to me through my Etsy shop. Basically, how do I use the digital stickers? How do I load them into GoodNotes? So I have a class going live on the 21st that is all about how to design digital stickers in Affinity Designer for use in GoodNotes. So I'm kind of giving a little teaser preview of the class in this tutorial, and then basically if people want to take the full class and actually go through the whole design process with me, they can do that over on Skillshare. But the big question I always get is, how do I load these things? How do I export them from, you know, whatever software I'm working in order to be able to use them without a background in like note-taking apps. So I take them and I take you guys through the whole process of doing that in that tutorial. So you can, I'll put a little like flag or whatever it is. I'll include a link in the description box below, but then I'll put a little like link up here so that you guys, if you want to take it, you can take it. But today I'm catching up on, basically I have to create a little like a freebie sticker book that I'm including with that class, that if you sign up for my newsletter, you can get this free sticker book so that you can kind of work alongside with me as you're working on your project. But I have that, so I have to actually just revise the one that I currently have designed. Like I have templates for a lot of them because I use them for my digital sticker sets that I sell on Etsy and I sell on Creative Market. So I just have to basically like revise that one really quick and then create a landing page in MailChimp for it, so that whoever signs up through the YouTube video, it'll take them to their own special landing page, and then they'll get an email, like an auto email from me with that link included. So I have to get that done. I finished editing the video like later last night. I was up a little late trying to get through that, but it was not that bad, because while I was trying to finish editing the video, I was watching PS, or To All the Boys, what is it called? What is it called? We're gonna look on. I'm a cheesy person and I love romance movies. Don't judge me. Don't come at me, please. But I love, like when I was a teenager and I was like, I loved all those 80s like chick flick movies, like all the like Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles, and I absolutely loved all those movies. So all the John Hughes movies, I absolutely love them. Like those are, it's so funny because I'm a 90s kid, but I loved 80s movies growing up, and it's probably because of my mom. Like she was a teen in the 80s, so like I loved all those movies. So I grew up with those movies. So any kind of movie that kind of follows that like kind of plot line, I even now as an adult, I'm a cheeseball and I fall for it. So I even loved all those movies in the 90s to like Come Down to Me and things like that. But last night while I was editing, just, you know, have something on in the background, and just, you know, I was up late editing, but I was watching that at the same time, so it was fun. And it was super cute, and I am a total cheeseball, and yes, I watch movies that probably people 10 years younger than me should be watching, but whatever, it's okay. At least my kids, when they are like full-blown teenagers, my girls will like, I will have all the great movies for them, all of them, so can't judge me. And then I have to finish the voiceover for the rest of the Skillshare class. I have to do some inking and coloring for a sticker pack that I'm working on, that I am going to have go live on my Etsy shop next week. And I have to get some sketches in for Instagram. I have to like, you'll see a few clips back, but I need to really focus on doing that weekly. It's really interesting. So since we're towards the end of the week, I kind of want to like, I want to kind of touch on like the things I learned this week. So it's really interesting that like, so I want to make time for things, right? I want to make time for the drawing part of my business, and you know, even if that is not necessarily making me money, it's helping me practice a skill, and in turn that will end up helping me as I work to build a bigger body of work, especially for that book that I want to illustrate, and it'll allow me to at least concept that out and have, you know, items in my portfolio to help support it and hopefully give me the confidence to start pitching. But I'll get, you know, freelance jobs that come up here and there, and of course typically I will take them. because that's, you know, my livelihood comes from that. That's what helps me pay the bills. There are certain things that I enjoy doing, certain things I don't enjoy doing, but I'll do those things that I don't enjoy doing just because I know it'll pull in some income. But it's just interesting how week to week I'll get clients that they either get the value, they understand, and they're okay with my price points, right? And I don't charge terribly high, but I know my value, and I know the amount of time that certain jobs take, and the effort and energy and my skill set that I've had to grow over the last 10 years to be able to charge what I do. And it's just funny how sometimes other small businesses or other companies, and even if they're not small businesses, they could be larger businesses and larger companies that will try to haggle you down. And I'm learning to stand firm. In the past, I would have sometimes maybe discounted something 25%, or, you know, and I'm learning to stand firm in my quotes and in my pricing because I know the value that I offer. I know the skill sets that I have. I know, you know, I know the amount of time that it takes. And I also know that it's taking me away from the other things that I know will help me for my long-term goals, right? So it's just so interesting how that happens. And I think it's kind of like the universe reminding me, don't always pursue the things that don't bring you joy. It's important to, yes, it's important to pay my bills. Yes, it's important to take jobs. But also it's important to realize that if someone doesn't value the same way you value yourself, is it really worth your time? Is it worth your time, your effort, your energy? And it's something that it's like this repetitive thing that comes at me, and I think it's like the universe helping me build up that confidence to continue to be like, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm gonna have to say no to this. And even though I don't want to turn away business or anything like that, or sometimes people just don't reply, they don't respond, they ignore a quote, and that, you know, that's okay, that's their prerogative, and I get that. But it's just interesting that it's like an ongoing repetitive thing. And I think, in all honesty, when I look at it from the grand scheme of things, it's like the universe is telling me, this isn't the direction you're supposed to be going in. You're supposed to be going in this direction. Follow the lead, put the work in, put the effort in. It's gonna pay off in the long run, even if it doesn't feel like it's paying off immediately. But I even see that like in the working world, right? Accepting and settling for less than what you're valued. I know plenty of women, plenty of my friends who are maybe in jobs they may not enjoy or they don't like, and really, in all honesty, it's like they don't get paid near damn enough to deal with the crap that they do. And yet they put in the effort, they put in the hours, they show dedication. And it's just, you know, it's frustrating to see as a woman in that perspective. And I feel like I'm breaking those like traumatic bonds of, yeah, I'm just gonna settle for less because I'm a girl and I have to, and that's what society and the world says. I was like scrolling through Instagram the other day, and this like quote came up in my feed, and it was talking about how moms have to work like they don't have kids, and they also have to take care of their kids like they don't have a job. And I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? Like, I'm a working mom, and I know that stay-at-home moms have just as hard of a time as I do, and I'm a working mom, and I know being a stay-at-home mom is really hard. And then I think about it, and now like I'm working from home and I get like both worlds. So it's like, how do you balance it all? And you know, it's not perfect, it's not pretty, and the reality is it's freaking hard, but we roll with the punches because it's just like, women amaze me. Like, we are an amazing being. We're strong, we're capable, and a lot of the moms I know, their spirits are unwavering. And it's just, I feel like that quote just like, it's so true. Like, how these expectations of society, you know, work like you don't have kids and take care of your kids like you don't have a job. And that's BS, because the reality is that that's setting these unrealistic expectations for mom based on these corporate kind of like BS mindsets of, you have to give us all your time, there's no work-life balance, you have to be on call 24/7. I sometimes, like, even when I get pictures, I'll have people text me like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, no, I'm not going to answer my text messages. Email me within business hours if you want a response. And I see that with working moms all the time, and it's interesting and it's frustrating, but it's so exciting though to see more and more women pushing forward through it. The whole idea of like lean in, the reality isn't so much lean in, lean out, whatever, it's make it work. And they're making it work and they're doing it in a way that is best for them, and they're not afraid to stand up for their choices. They're not afraid to say, hey, I've been here since 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's my, you know, I'm leaving at 4, I'm leaving at 5 p.m. And if someone who maybe doesn't have kids is gonna sit there and give you the side eye over that, that's their problem. When you put in the hours, you put in the time, it is so important to set boundaries. And that's something that I am consistently trying to work on, because I know personally I'm horrible at it. For the longest time, I have been a yes person. Yes, 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 I'll make it work, I'll do this, I'll do that. And no, it's important to set boundaries, and it's hard and people will get offended, but the reality is that you have to put your needs first in order to be able to, you know, help those around you. In order to be the best mom, you have to put your health first, then you take care of the kids and do all these other things. You have to get enough sleep. And I know it's hard because none of us really ever truly do that, and I'm the first to admit, like, I don't do that enough, and I'm working on it. But boundaries is going to be a huge thing for me this year, because it's important to do that. I'm not going to respond to a work text message at 9 o'clock at night. No, it's just out of line. I set my boundaries, I have my work hours, I put my time, effort, and energy in. And especially now that I'm self-employed, I dictate what I am okay with and what I'm not okay with. So it's just, yeah. So that's the thing that I learned this week. It's important to set boundaries, and it's important to know your value, and it's important to be able to say no sometimes and be willing to take the repercussions of that, and really finally following the direction that your heart and the universe is pointing you in. If things are happening and they're working out in one way and not in the other, like, maybe there's a reason for that. And, you know, whatever your belief system is, I just feel like intuitively we have to listen to ourselves more and more often, and we don't do that. And I'm trying to do that daily. So that is what I learned this week. I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. I'll give you some shots of what I'm working on today. Lots of computer work, some cutting work because I have to get some stickers cut. I've been working on new designs. I just gotta like load them and set them for my shop. I've got a bunch of digital stuff going on, just because obviously like that's the stuff that's popular, but more and more people are buying some of the physical stuff. So I just did a load of cuts for my I don't know, I want to put more of this out there. I just feel like people get weird about it, but this is my minimal alchemy set. Just, you know, kind of spiritually inclined crystals, sacred geometry, quotes as above so below, things like that, you know, because the little witchy self of mine kind of pops out here and there. So I'm doing more of these, and then I have to cut some of my the sticker set that I'll be illustrating and finishing coloring today, and then that'll be it. Because in the evening I've got like stuff at the kids' school that I have to go to, like an open house, and my youngest is so excited. Apparently I get to do all of her morning homework for Friday, so she doesn't have to do it. How does that work? I don't know. I just know I got her, mommy, you have to do all of my morning work at open house, and hopefully you get an A. I was like, okay. Alright, so I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Talk to you soon. End of my day on Thursday. I got everything done that I need to get done. Hopefully I can get the actual editing part of this class done over the next couple of days. I don't want to work over the weekend. I might have to, just because I know next week is going to be bonkers. Hopefully I'll be able to get to film some, but my kiddo has like a sleep study at the end of the week. My mom has like cataract surgery that I'm taking her to. I have a meeting at my older daughter's school. So it's just, like after next week, I can breathe. I feel like I say that a lot. I probably said that in like 2 other videos at some point here. So, but yeah, but for real, like at least personal life wise, I can breathe. It's just next week's gonna be busy and I don't wanna like feel completely overwhelmed. So that's why I'm just gonna like do some work over the weekend, not be mad about it, know that it's gonna help me in the long run. But yeah, so the day is done. I have to go pick up my little one and trudge through the cold and the snow. I should have probably called the school and told them I was gonna pick her up in Caroline, but I didn't. So my booty is gonna be walking, and what the heck? Like, what is this? I forget what the groundhog's name is, Pushkatani. I forget what his name is. But he said that there was supposed to be an early spring, and we had pretty much a blizzard for the last 2 days here in Chicago. And it's cold, and I'm done with the winter. I need it to be spring and summer. I can't run in this. That's also me making excuses. But for real, I really want to go running, but it's so cold. I hope you enjoyed this week's studio vlog. And so if you have any comments about things you want to see, I'm trying to like share both the creative and the business stuff. I know a lot of it is like me working at my computer because that's pretty much what a lot of my work is. But I'll be pulling in more stuff dealing with like the sticker making stuff that I do and my Etsy shop. It's just that I feel like lately Skillshare has been taking up a lot of my time, but I really am enjoying making these classes, and we'll see where it goes, how it, you know, we'll see what it does for me. But yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching, and thanks for being creative with me. Bye.